Hello, everybody. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Shama Trades. So this week I'm going to do analysis on DXY and also other currency pairs. And lastly, I'm also going to touch something on gold. So let's start with the DXY. On a 4-hour time frame, you can see clearly from the top, we are still on a good downtrend movement. The market is moving a high and a low. And now we are in some area of importance that we want to look. First of all, you can see the market break around this area. This was the breakout happen around this area. The market retested to this level around here. So the market might continue with the bullish setup if this was a genuine breakout. That is one reason. Now, for now, we are not going to talk about that one. I'm going to analyze what to expect for the coming week. Now, for me to buy on DXY, the market has to break two areas. Market has to break these two areas. One area is this resistance, and other area also is this resistance. So if the market break these two areas, retested to one of these, either this main one or this minor one, any two of these, if the market retested to any of these two area, then from here, I will have an entry around this area for buy on DXY. That's one area of my importance. Another area that might be of importance to me to look for a maybe sell on a DXY is this one. I will wait the market to break this lower or support, then retest to this support to form a resistance. Also, if the market break this area around here, then I will adjust my trend line from this area to here. Then I will now have the opportunity to sell at DXY from this area. So I'm expecting, let me draw now what to expect on two pairs, on two setup one. I'm expecting this market to continue bullish. The second thing, I'm expecting this market to sell. But now my confluence will complete when any of these two align with my strategy or align with my setup. So that is DXY. Let's now move to another pair that I want to look. Another pair is USDCHF. As you can see clearly, this was support and now is a resistance. The market break my counter trend line around here. The market break is now at this area. So what I'm expecting to see, I'm expecting to see a retracement to my yellow box. Then I will sell from here. This my yellow box is my Fibonacci zone. If you measure from the top to the low, then this is my 0.5 to 0.6 level. So I'm expecting the market to retrace to this area, then draw some counter trend line, break it. I enter around here, then I will move the market to the downside. So that's what I'm expecting to see on USD CHF. Another pair also, this one, I think I talked about this one on my previous video. The market already break the trend line. So what I was expecting to see was a little bit of a retracement to my fib level before now moving. But as you can see, the market is already sell and the market is exactly on our support area. So for now, this is not a good a setup or a good setup to enter any trade. So we will keep changing and wait for another good setup for USD CAD. Unless market break again and retest, then we can continue from here, or decided to move and break this area, then we can now also continue with a change of direction to the upside. So for now, at this box, there is nothing that we can do for now. So let's go to another pair also. And this is USD JPY, which I'm currently in also. I talked about this pair and I told you that what I'm expecting to see on my previous video, I told you this is a strong level and the market might reverse. I told you to draw a trend line around here. If the market break the trend line and retest to the trend line, then you can enter around here. So for now, I'm still in a profit around here. I'm waiting maybe market if can reach here, then I can exit from maybe around this area. But for now, I think the trade is on moving. So there is nothing we can do around here. There is nothing we can do for this week around this level. So this means this was a support, was a good resistance. So let's see where the market might come. It might come maybe to this area before going up and break this level, or it might continue with the sales position. For now, we cannot determine much on USD JPY. So we will just leave it like this until next time that we have another good setup. Then we will continue with USD JPY. Another pair also that I want us to talk is GPP JPY. GPP JPY is currently on this area, this trend line area, which the market retested for a very long period of time. This is a very important level on GJ. The market is currently there. So what I'm expecting to see, maybe if this market might come here, break, retested, give us an entry, then we may enter around this area. That's if this market might break this area to the top side. But if this market decided to retrace around here and change of direction, then we might change our bias from bullish and now maybe to bearish. So that's all about GJ for this week. If GJ break this trend line, then we have a trade. If not, then we will wait to see another setup next time. This is NAS 100. I can't say much on NAS 100 because there is nothing good to see here. I expected maybe market might reverse to this area or this area around here, but the market is just keeping pushing up, which means the trend is very strong. So for now, I will leave NAS 100. And also I can see the same thing on US 30. I expected the market to retrace maybe to this area to give me an entry, but for the look of the things that we can see, US 30 also is on a very strong uptrend. Now let's move on to another pair, and this is Euro USD on a 4-hour time frame. When the market was around here, I told you I will not change or do anything when the market is inside this box. Why? I will still wait the market to break this area for me to consider the break of direction or change of direction from bullish to bearish. If the market did not break here, then I will wait the market to break this area around here to the upside for me also to continue that the market is continuing with the bullish trend. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I will wait for this smaller retracement to happen until somewhere around here. Then I will draw my counter trend line. If the market break, then I will continue with my bullish trend. Or if the market just retrace to this area, then break, retest to this area around here, then I will sell from this area. So for Euro USD, I'm waiting to buy if the market break counter trend line, or to sell if the market decided to change direction around this area. So let's see and wait what will happen on Euro USD. But from the look of the things, we are still on a strong bullish trend. So let's see whatever the market will give us, we will do exactly as the market give us. Also, I want to check on this pair. This is GBP USD. This GBP USD. There is a setup here. You can see this was a resistance. The market break the resistance, retested not to the resistance, but came back down to the previous support around here. Now the market is exactly at this area. So if you can remember my strategy well, this is my third wave strategy. As you can see, this is the first wave strategy, break and retest. The second wave strategy, break and retest for the second time. And then this one, you can see at this box, is now my third wave strategy. Now, what am I going to do with my third wave strategy around here? I will wait for a retracement around here, then break of trend line, counter trend line. Then I will continue with the bullish trend or bullish setup. But if the market decided to drop and break this area around here, then I will wait for that retest to the zone, to this resist, to this support. Then I will now change my bias from bullish to bearish. So that's all that I'm expecting to see this week on GBP USD. And the last pair that I'm going to talk about is gold. This is gold on a 4-hour time frame. On my previous video, I mentioned something here. I mentioned that with the market break this counter trend line, then I'm going to buy. And something happened here, I think on a weekend, or I think not a weekend, I think it was on a news, when the market break this trend line and immediately came back inside the trend line. I think it was a news, I don't know what happened. But when I came to the market, I found the market is already around this area. I draw again this counter trend line and say if the market break again this counter trend line, then I'm going to enter this trade for a buy. And immediately the market break this trend line around this area, I enter trade on a buy. My stop loss was below here. And within 1 day or 2 days, the market was already at my TP area, which gave me 1:5 risk to reward ratio, which now is one of my best trade setup on gold. So for this week, I don't have much on gold. I'm still expecting if the gold will give me another entry or another setup, then I will have another entry on gold. But for this week, just go and look for those pair that I've analyzed today, and we will meet again on next week on another analysis. So thank you for watching. Keep subscribing to my YouTube channel for those who have not subscribed, and keep watching my videos as I am continuing to do videos every single week. So thank you for watching.